Play the greatest hits of all time. CKDO already 14 degrees, going up to 24. My name is Terry Johnston, morning show host on CKDO Radio in Oshawa. You know, I got into radio as a waiter at restaurants, and people would say, this guy's kind of goofy and he's got a good voice. He should be in radio or something like that. So I did. I just got into it, and I started volunteering, and I found I enjoyed just talking and talking about the day's events, and it's turned out to be it's an amazing job because you have a front seat to the world every single day. Around Christmas of 2020, started feeling some stomach issues and thought maybe we'll have it checked out. A couple of tests later, they diagnosed that it was non-Hodgkin's lymphoma, blood cancer. When I got the diagnosis, my doctor said we start chemotherapy right away. And we did chemotherapy for a few months, and when that didn't work, the next step was to go to CAR T-cell transplant. It's going to be much easier to go through. It was a better treatment plan, and recovery was a lot less than other treatment plans. So I was excited about it. It was new, and the CAR T-cell therapy, no doubt, was the one that saved my life. I think the thing that stood out for me most at Princess Margaret was it was like a well-oiled machine. They knew exactly what to do when they said, this is what's going to happen to you, and it did. And they weren't concerned. It's like being on an airplane, and the airplane's shaking, and the flight attendants, they're not worried, they're still serving you your coffee. And I think, well, shouldn't we be panicking? Well, if they're not panicking, neither am I. And they weren't panicking. It was like they knew exactly what was going to happen, and that's exactly what happened. It made it easy. But it was easy to stay positive by doing the morning show. When I was going through the chemotherapy, luckily enough, I could do radio. I could come in and nobody would see that I had a chemotherapy pump on me and going through that. Luckily enough, we had a long enough song or two that I could play and put my head down, and we didn't talk about it until after the fact. And then just before I went into Princess Margaret for a longer stay, then I talked about it, and I got so many messages and responses saying, thank you for talking about it and letting us know what happened. And we're following along with you. So it was cool. The support people around you is pretty cool. From 9 o'clock again, clearing skies and hazy and a high of 24, and then sunny and hazy and hot and windy for the next. As soon as the opportunity arose to buy tickets for the Princess Margaret Home Lottery, we jumped on it right away because proof positive that the money goes to the doctors and researchers to come up with new groundbreaking ways to treat cancer. And my treatment, CAR T-cell therapy, was brand new, and it wouldn't have existed had there not been people that gave money to the hospital, to the lottery, to Princess Margaret. It works. It works. It really does. At one time, cancer was a death notice. You got cancer, you're going to die. How long? It's not anymore. Okay, what's the treatment? And it's because of people donating to the Princess Margaret Home Lottery and the hospital. An amazing place. Thank you for supporting the Princess Margaret Home Lottery and helping people like me.